Hi everybody, we're gonna go live. Lorna, did you want me? You're okay, all right. All right, here we are. We're going live on the Deanne Fitzpatrick Studio Facebook page. I think that's where we're at. Yeah, hello. Hi everybody. I'm just gonna sit with you for a minute and make sure that we are on here. How's everybody doing today? Hi Debbie Lynn Harris, where are you from? And Jane Nevins is watching. And just want to make sure that we are going to reload and just make sure. Hello everybody. Teresa Bogle, very nice to see you too. I can't see you, but I know you're there. Karen Hawthorne and Suzanne Neiman. Everybody's coming in. And I've got lots to show you. Hi Scylla. I think Scylla Cameron in the UK, I think she may sell supplies in the UK. Hi, Haley Perry. Hi, that's my niece. Hello, Annette and Helen Masters. Welcome, everybody. It's so good to have you here. Linda Smith is canning tomatoes today. I roasted mine and froze them, Linda. I've never actually canned them. And I love Lexington, Kentucky. I bet Kentucky is a really great place. Hi, Marielle from Grendig. Yeah, I bet Kentucky is really awesome. And just, I think the South and the Maritimes have lots in Canada. And Julianne Bennett from Parsboro, just down the road. Linda Strobridge from Baltimore. You are Angela's friend. And Angela is not with us this week. She has gone home. Why'd she go home, Greg?
Why she's gone home?
Yeah, why'd she go home, Angela?
She's becoming an honest woman.
She's becoming an honest woman there. That's what Greg says. She's getting married. I don't really know. I would never say that. But anyway, she's getting married. And so she is excited beyond belief, really. She's been kind of wound up this week and she's really happy and she's getting married on Saturday. Hello, Mary, come on. And you're with your mom at the hospital. That's good. I'm glad you're able to be there with her. So we got some nice things in store for you today. I'm going to tell you a few things. I'm going to move this so we're not looking at the light. Oh, maybe I need to go higher. There we go. Okay. This means I have bouncing on my knee. Okay. So I'll tell you what we got in store for you today. Greg has set up a nice selection of wool back there, and he's going to do some dyeing, and we're going to show you. And Greg did dye what you asked him to dye. You asked him to dye some fall color, so we're going to show you that. There's a new swatch on the website. And I'm going to show you a couple of things. I'm going to show you my butterfly rug, and I'm going to finish it and take it off the frame because I know I just started it last week. And I know you think I hook really fast, but I want you to know that I was there every day for hours and hours and hours and hooking on that rug. Sometimes after 5, I would stay and just hook a little, and it's just I did hook it. I did hook on it really steadily, so I'm excited to show you the 5. You can see it behind me there, the 5 rugs. And I also want to show you one of the little lessons that I'm preparing for our Tiny Landscapes course, which is now available. So before we go any further, remember the importance of sharing this video. It really makes a difference to me, and it makes a difference to anybody that finds it and learns how to hook rugs because they found it. It's a really important thing for you to share these videos. It makes a difference from maybe 5,000 or 6,000 people seeing it to over 10,000. So thank you very much for sharing it. And if you haven't joined our newsletter list, every Sunday I write a nice little note. And it's just a little, because rug hooking is about more than making rugs. It's about, it's kind of a little bit of a way of life, isn't it? You know, it's a way of being. So those are the things that we're going to talk about. So I'm going to switch the camera over and I'm going to walk out and we're going to talk to Greg. So let's see what he's got going on there. I'm going to switch over the camera. We're going to walk out there. Hi, Greg. Hello. So Greg Gadet has been working with us for a couple of years. Year and a half. All right. So Greg, what are you going to just show them today?
Well, like you had said, most people when we asked what they want to see, they said fall colors.
Okay.
So I came in this morning and did some cloth in fall colors, and I wanted to use primary colors and get all the colors I could of the primary colors.
Okay.
To get fall colors, so I thought it came out quite good. But so we'll kind of go over what we did. So,
Okay.
So I started with just a regular yellow.
All right. I'm just gonna one sec. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna get in there. Okay.
Yeah.
So and you wet the wool.
The wool's been wet and the citric acid has been put in the wool already.
Okay. What's citric acid?
Well, it's a mordant, so
Right.
it helps set the cloth. So it lets the dye get into the cloth. So basically, I went red and yellow. So
Yeah.
we're going to get a little bit of red in there just to have some fun.
And this is 1 yard, is it, Greg?
This is a yard, yes.
Yeah, it's a yard of our European cream. Yep.
So from there, the natural is the next is to mix yellow with the red,
Okay. So mixing red and yellow makes
which makes orange.
orange. Yeah.
So that's what we're going to do here. We have a little bit of hot water here.
And so that
It's
what two
usually-
colors are you mixing in there? That's the red and yellow, right?
Red and yellow. To make
So you're
orange.
making the orange.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's still on the red side, so I'm going to throw a little bit more orange. Okay. I'm
Okay.
gonna put a little bit of hot water. We don't have a lot of dye going. We normally use probably a little bit more.
Yeah. Usually we're dyeing like 5 or 6 yards
Yeah.
at a time.
So then we're going to add for orange.
Whoa, look at that.
Okay.
And it's more of an art than a science, eh, Greg? Would you say?
Well, I'm just learning, so I would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. So the other natural with red and yellow, if you add black, just a little bit,
Yeah.
then, and maybe a little bit
Really
more yellow,
changes the tone, doesn't it?
we're
Changes
going
the
to
feeling.
gold. And that leads to gold.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's what we're going to do next. So we'll get our yellow.
Okay.
I know I'm going to mix my dyes up now. That's why I had
That's
them,
okay.
a little bit.
And you'll notice we're not using a stove or anything. We're just using really, really hot water and acid dyes. And we do have these acid dyes on our website. Hi, Dana. Yeah, it makes us excited for fall, too. Krista loves those yellow chairs. You should come in and sit in them, Krista. You could actually be a special guest. Krista Collins is
Oh,
watching
no,
you,
not
Greg.
Krista Collins.
Yeah, Krista Collins is watching.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll throw some gold in there.
Yeah,
So that's a
Krista's
nice
our
gold there.
Krista's our old friend. It's a beautiful gold. Yeah. It's got a touch of orange to it. That's like a
little bit
deep
orange.
gold,
Probably
right?
could have put a little bit
Yeah.
more
But that's
yellow.
okay. It'll be
It's
bronzy.
gonna hold it. So, and then the next interesting thing is the red and the yellow.
Yeah.
What happens when we put blue in?
Okay.
Something really bad's going to happen, isn't it?
I don't know. Red, yellow, and blue. What's going to happen?
Let's see.
We must be going to purple, are we? Or
Nope.
no?
Need a little bit more blue.
Red,
Probably
yellow.
need a little more yellow.
Oh, Joan Perry is coming to see us next week. Good.
It actually leads to brown if you do it properly.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. The blue
Well,
might
if
not
you
be-
mix every color together, it
It
always
goes-
leads to
goes to
brown,
brown,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So let's dump some of that in. It is brown.
Oh, that is brown.
That's a nice
That's a
brown,
nice brown.
actually.
Yeah. Oh, look at those. They're really beautiful.
Might give a little bit more of that.
Now, are the colors the way they are there now? Are they more intense? Like, will they be that bright when you?
After they're dried and the cloth takes up the dye, they will fade a little bit.
Okay.
And there'll be a little bit of bleeding together. So I'm just mixing up a little bit more of that brown.
Okay. We've got 330 people watching, Greg.
Oh,
Isn't that
my.
great?
That's
Isn't that great?
Yeah, my 15 minutes of fame.
This is it. Well, you
So
might
that's actually
you may
kind
end
of
up with
like a
quite a
brown
few
ochre
15 minutes of
with that
fame.
one.
Yeah, that is really
So it's
nice.
a lot of fun to mix and see what
Yeah,
you're going
see
to
what
get.
you get.
Yeah.
Oh, that's almost, yeah, it almost turned red there.
A little bit.
A little
Maybe I
bit.
put a
Like a
little bit more
wine,
red, yeah.
almost a wine, but that's good. I guess that's why I was thinking you were going to go, was kind of a
And then I had
wineish
mixed some
purple. Hello, Helen.
green and yellow because obviously we need a little bit of green in there.
Yeah.
So, and green, the yellow really brightens up the green when you add a little bit of yellow to it.
Glenda Gallup was asking what kind of dye we use. We use either Prochem or Jacquard. Yeah.
So it's starting to come.
How do you set that dye? You set it with the citric acid. When I asked Greg what that was, he said it's a mordant, and the mordant will affect the color too. So, you know, if you use citric acid, it'll be one color. If you use alum, it'll be another. If you use vinegar. Oh, I love the darker green on there. Thanks, Greg, says Penny Elliott. It's really informative. And you always use a dedicated container for your dyes. Hi, Mazen. How are you? I hope you and the kids are good. Yeah, you always use a dedicated container. Like, we're not going to go wash our dishes in these, you know. Just gonna.
A little bit more green on this side. Sometimes at the end, I like to give it a very, like a weak wash of a certain color. Just
right.
Kind of, and I'm just going to give it a weak yellow.
Okay. Just
to
going to use up the rest of that dye.
Yeah, maybe I'll even throw that in there.
Carol Cooper says she's done a lot of dyeing with red wine.
Oh, neat. I think there's a lot of that.
Yeah, I think there's lots of things you can use. Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, that really brightens it up, eh? That's a nice...
So that would have to sit for a while in the citric acid, let it uptake. Now, normally we'd be using a little bit hotter water. Normally we use really hot water. And I'll probably finish this in a little bit hotter water just so it can really take it up. But basically, this is the exact process I use, and this is what it came up with this morning. And I guess we called it Fall 2020.
This is Fall 2020.
So that's,
isn't that great?
Because of your guys'
you should open one. Yeah, you should open one or two.
There's always a few that are a little bit...
Oh, look at them. So that's it. This is like...
So that's what we'll get out of that, or somewhere very similar. We never get exactly the same, but...
Yeah. My nephew Taylor from Quebec just said hi, and Karen Mitchell, who you know too, she just said that she'd rather drink the red wine than dye wool with it. So that's it for our dyeing 101. Yeah. So Greg's been doing a lot of dyeing, and do you have anything else to tell them, Greg?
I don't think so.
No? Okay. That's awesome. And so that color is available on the website if you want it. We have about...
I did 4 yards.
You did. So yeah, we've got about 12 to 15 swatches. So we're gonna go inside, and I'm gonna show you my I'm gonna pass the camera over to Greg, and I'm gonna show you my what is it, my butterflies. I gotta take that with me, I guess, so that we can keep this going. Okay. All right. So Greg's going to help me here because Angela is off to be wed. She's going to have a very tiny wedding, and she'll tell you all about it next week. Do you want me to come in there? Yeah. Do you want to come in and have a look at this? So I'm going to, I don't know if you want to we want to take it off of that thing so that you can get in close, because I'm going to hook on this. Okay. Yeah. So I'll just take that off. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
And you can just hold it and just record it. So
there's my green gloves. Yeah, I think we're good now.
We're good now. Yeah, Greg had on his dye gloves. If you can get dye gloves, you want to get them quite long. They're better when they're longer. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get Greg to focus on the hooking here with me, and I'm going to finish up. So what I did with this rug is, I think the key things that I did with it that I think are making it really beautiful. I used one template for the butterflies, and I just put them in different places on all 5 rugs, and I did them all in the yellow and the black. I also put in this sort of butterfly bush, this purple flower for the butterflies to land upon. So then I sort of said, well, I'm going to make a garden for these butterflies. And in doing that, I tried to put in some shadow in the garden and some bits of sky. So you can see here, I think this is really interesting. What I did was I outlined the butterfly bush in the deep blues. And I used a lot of different deep blues. And I think it gave it a really, really great look. So let's finish up this rug. I have very little left to do. And I've got all my outlining done and most of my colors in, and we'll just have a chat. So the newsletter on Sunday, and sign up for my newsletter if you haven't already, and encourage people to sign up for it. We just write a little note every Sunday, and the newsletter on Sunday we talked a lot about plans and if you make plans or not. And I like to get up in the morning and just be really free with my plans. Like, I don't know if I'm coming to work at 9 or 11. I just depends. I might want to work from home, and I have the luxury of doing that, and it's been great. And
somebody on the webs or somebody on the comments asked what size are the rugs.
What size are these rugs?
Yeah.
I'll measure them for you. I'm not exactly sure. I'm going to be measuring them for the I got to measure them for the frames anyway, but I think they're about 16, 9 by 16.
9 by 16, and
Yeah.
5 of them.
There's 5.
5, yeah. Yeah.
But my friend Joanne, she loves a plan, and we were talking about that. You know, she wants to make sure that she doesn't miss out on anything. And what about you guys? Are you guys planners, or do you like to just sort of get up with the day and go for it? And there's not a right or wrong. It's just how you are, right? There's no right or wrong. Are they giving us any response, Greg?
Not yet. They're all just saying how lovely the rug is. Gorgeous, beautiful.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and love the butterflies.
Yeah, I really like the butterflies. Yeah. So this was the first time I've ever hooked butterflies. I may have at some point years ago and don't remember, but I think it won't be the last time. Actually, when I was done with the screen, I tossed it. And when I looked at these, when I posted them on Instagram, and I looked at them, and I came back and I fished the screen out of the back of the out of the bin. So
we have 4 planners and 2 seat of the pants so far.
Seat of the pants.
And by the boots, yeah. Now
well,
it's 4 and 3. Yeah.
4 and 3.
Now that I'm retired, no plan. One person said.
Well, what about you, Greg? Are you a planner?
No, not a bit. Not a bit. Never
no.
was. Never will be.
No. And Robert is the same way. And I used to be a planner, but you live with someone who doesn't want to plan.
No.
You either you gotta roll. So I'm not a planner anymore. I just love the freedom to go for a walk. Or I'm such a bad planner, in fact, that sometimes I'll be like half a mile away and realize that I have a Zoom meeting or something, and I'll have to rush back or call. Like, I forget appointments a lot. So I'm just going to fill these in. And
one person asked, do you have a space for these rugs yet?
I'm making these rugs for somebody.
Oh, nice.
So it's a commission.
Probably me. Probably
a little
yeah.
gift for you. I wouldn't put purple in your rugs. I don't think, right? Like, knowing your house and the way you decorate.
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be your color. I'd go
black and white, eh?
Black and white, yeah. Well, if I was just making it just for you, but since I'd be making it for Heather too,
yeah,
I put some earth tones in there. But yeah, here we go. And we're getting really close now. And when I get really close to the end of the rug, and I bet you guys are the same, you just get that. Do you get that feeling too, Greg? Like you just almost like an anxiousness?
Yeah, like race to the finish.
I know.
Yeah,
that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Like, let's get it out.
Yeah. And then you have one period where you look at it and you want to tear the whole thing apart and start over again.
Yeah, I find that's usually about midway through.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
It's like, that's a pretty normal part of making any kind of art, I think.
Yeah.
I just read a really good book. It's by Emily St. John Mandel, and it was called The Glass Hotel, I think. And she's a good writer. My goodness, she's a good writer. And she really made you think about greed a lot. And she made you think about so many different things. So that's a good recommendation. What's everybody else reading? The new Louise Penny novel is out. I just ordered it from Tidewater Books in Sackville. It's out. I'm gonna be hunkering down with that. Maybe this weekend. Who knows? What's everybody else reading?
Sherry Locke want to know if you used any sari in that?
Yeah, there's sari. Oh yeah, definitely, because of course we have that new sari collection that you guys helped us named, and you'll see some of your names are on the website. So the new sari collection's up there. Yes, definitely. We have sari in here in the purple. But I didn't use any greens in the sari. What I used mainly was big merino. I used a lot of big merino in the background. I used Greg's Hosta, the green. It's called Hosta. It's a 4-ply and it's really nice. And I used some of our Sunday Drive collection. So
bring them on camera. I'm not sure what that
means. Bring what on camera? Oh, bring the yarns on camera.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. I don't have access to them here right now.
This is what she has in front of her right now.
Yeah. I used a lot of this. This is Wonder Woolen, and it's called Cedar. And you'll see, like, if you want, a lot of times when you're using a lot of light greens, you need a dark green to deepen it. And I used this. This was one of our studio picks. It's in mauve here. It's a really nice soft green. I forget what this one's called. That's
Lily Pad.
That's Lily Pad.
Yeah.
I use Lily Pad.
That's one of mine.
A lot. That's one Greg's babies right there. I use Lily Pad. And do you remember what this one is called, Greg?
Oh, was that Crescent Waves? That was no.
It was before that.
It's basically the same colors in it though.
It's not Hosta, is it? It's deeper. I'm not sure what that one's
called. Yeah.
Okay, let's pull these off and have a look at them. All right, here we go. I got to get my old scissors because I don't like to cut. I don't want to cut my.
Sorry for my camera skills or lack of. I'm just.
He's doing great.
I'm not getting married this week.
No, he's not nervous.
I might be getting fired, but not married.
Yeah. How long have you been married, Greg? How long have you been married?
We just had our 33rd anniversary.
That's great. So Heather's wife, Greg's wife, Heather, is an old friend of mine. And when Greg
Carol Ellington wanted to know, did you use all yarn?
No, I use cloth and yarn in this, Carol. Yeah. So one of the things I like to do when I take this off is I just like to look at them on the frame straight up like this. So I just undo this part first. And then let them hang. And then I can see them. And then you can see the back side too. So you can get a good look at them. So those are looking pretty amazing.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Isn't it a difference when you're looking at them flat on? Now let's come over and look at them from this side. Greg, you want to just show them? You can see I got a few little bits hanging, but you get a really clear picture from the back side. So these are looking pretty beautiful, I think.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ship these off to the States. Probably next week, I hope. And I'm just going to cut that off. And you can see, I just want to show you something else that I did too. That I'm leaving a lot of linen here. I put a lot of linen on the frame. So that just saves me. Now I'm just going to go right into my next rug. And I want to show you one thing. So are lots of you signing up for Tiny Landscapes? I hope so. We're going to wrap up here in a second. So I'm just going to throw this on the floor so I can have a good look at it. There we go. Found a few little bald spots in the back, and I'm just going to put it down on the floor. Oh yeah, those are going to be awesome. So I'm going to measure those closely, and I'll measure each one, and then just order 5 frames for them. And the frame would be really nice in navy blue or black, I think. I think I'll do the black because we want the accent on the butterfly.
Well, the black on the butterfly is just amazing.
Just
the way you did it. Yeah.
It's pretty good. And and I was showing you last week about blacks, and there was a lot of different blacks in there. Okay, so it isn't just one black. If you're going to use a color, use lots of it. So let's come over here and look, and I just want to show you what I got here.
Oops, sorry about this, folks.
So this is for our Tiny Landscapes course, and so I just want you to know that course is going to be very interesting. There's going to be hooking in it, but there's going to be a lot of activities. And this just gives you an idea of what I saw on my morning walk this morning. And we have an activity around this in the course. So in the Tiny Landscapes class, I just encourage you to sign up. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about it. So the first thing is, it's going to happen starting October 14th to the 30th. But you can take it anytime you want. You don't have to be there, you know, at a certain time each day. And yes, you can keep it. And so far we had, well, when I did the thing, I had about 27 videos, but we're going to have a lot more than that because I'm just keep adding to it. So there's going to be a lot to learn in it, and we're going to be making a lot of little tiny rugs. And the packages, you can get a package to go with it if you want. The course is $199, and you can get a package for $79 if you want, and that gives you one frame and one set of wool. Or you can get one for $199, which gives you 3 frames and 3 sets of wool. But it doesn't include the patterns because the patterns are included in the course. So you get over 40 patterns that you can download in the course as part of the course. So I'm excited about it because I think there's a lot to teach and a lot to learn. And the good thing about teaching is that you learn a lot yourself. So that's it for this week. I guess we showed you a couple of different wools that we've dyed. Before we go, we're going to show you. This is Candy Shop, sure. And I just want to show you that. It's really beautiful. And we did this before in a bigger merino, and this is done in Briggs & Little. And then Greg dyed also on request of fall colors. This is an unusual fall color, isn't it, Greg?
Yeah, it's supposed to be asters.
It is
so,
asters.
So we thought early fall.
Yeah. It's the
first
flower
of summer, yeah, and going into fall, yeah.
Yeah, and so if you walk along the roadside, you're going to see aster, and we also have it in a yarn, which is really beautiful. So it goes from mauve to pale yellow. Very interesting. So that's all we got to tell you today. Thanks a lot, Greg. Thanks everybody for watching. Just really glad that you're here, and I don't know, I've got nothing else to do, I guess, today. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. This is really quite
How do you
beautiful.
show it?
Oh, yeah,
Sorry.
we just finish it right there.